just rubbing down the sample board. Now we're just cleaning it off. This has already been primed. We've done a video how to prime new MDF. Please check it out. Now we're adding some colours, an orange and a yellow, which was bought for £1. These are sample pots. Now we're mixing those two colours together, and we're going to add some water-based gloss varnish. This will give us the workable surface once dry. Now you can see the difference of the colour from the base to the colour that's being applied, which I preferred. Make sure it's thinned out with water. The glaze can be quite thick, so you need it nice, workable consistency. Now we're starting to lay off, which is to remove all those lines that the brushes have made. And once you've done this, you let it to dry thoroughly. Now we're going to make up a glaze, scumble glaze, using clear acrylic glaze, which is water based. We're doing a dark red and a dark brown with a touch of black, and then we add the glaze, scumble glaze, to it and thin it out with some water and mix it until it's a nice consistency to paint the sample board. This is a translucent colour, the glaze, it's all translucent. And this is for the background. And here we're just laying off just in one direction. Next stage is now to stipple what we just painted using a hog hair stippler. It's to break up the lines of the paint, and this is a great way of even just letting it dry out. It will look like wood, it will look like mahogany. You may have to go over it 2 or 3 times to get a very even finish, and then we leave that to dry thoroughly. Next stage, now that it's dried, we'll apply the same glaze over the surface and lay off again to get an even distribution of the colour. Then we're ready to imitate the feathered mahogany. Here we're using black acrylic. You may need to work with a real sample piece or download and print off some examples of feathered mahogany. You can see I'm using a brush, another wood grain cutter, and depending upon the pressure and the lightness of the touch of the brush on the glaze, you can distribute or take off the black. Here I press too hard. We need to rectify that, just go back over it. And that's the beauty of working with this glaze, water-based glaze. If you don't like it, you can wipe it all off and start again, and just keep practicing until you can actually imitate the piece that you're copying. Painting 2 red lines, one at either side, and that will be manipulated in by brush to bring that redness that you find in some mahogany. Using the brush, dragging the brush down and back, blending that red into the glaze so it merges. Try not to have straight symmetrical lines. When you're dragging down, try and put a shake on the brush. We leave it to dry and we apply a couple of coats of varnish on top. Thank you very much for watching kudostraining.biz.